One of the most interesting parts about watching a series in the superhero genre, especially the ones which are adapted from comic books, are the little meaningful details and Easter eggs which all of us want to see. Whether they serve as some sort of a reference, or just an homage being paid, or something else entirely. Thus, we decided to watch The Flash at 0.25 speed, and here's what we managed to find out. Enjoy! The number 52. Starting off our video with the detail we managed to find, and that is the number 52, and the reference connected to it, a detail that has been with us right from the start, often used in the series. So why has it been used so much? Well, this is the DC reference to the comics, the New 52 series of comics, which launched in 2011. There were many other significant things connected to it, like there was a series called 52, way before the New 52 comics, and in the multiverse of DC, you might have guessed there are 52 alternate worlds. Another common detail we managed to find while watching The Flash at 0.25 speed, which is also connected to the number 52, and that is seeing Channel 52 on the news. A detail also appearing in an article in the pilot episode is a clipping of the newspaper showing the death of Barry's mother, with the officers from the 52nd Division arresting Barry's father. There are also many more times in which the number popped out in the series, so try and see for yourself if you can find them all.
Give me the Velocity 9.
Jay, we have no idea how long it will last.
A League of Justice. Do you know who's a huge DC fan? The producer and designer Tyler Herron, a detail he gave away in an interview himself. And right from the start, we're able to see his passion towards the whole universe, and not just The Flash, ever since he started to work on the series. The mural that you see in the background, whenever a scene is shown in the Central City Police Department, the big yellow picture on the wall, is his first work, and even though it's always on display for many shots, you probably didn't notice what it is all about. Watching the series at 0.25 speed, we were able to find out that the whole Justice League is on it, as the Greek gods. Superman as Zeus, Batman as Hades, Flash as Hermes, Wonder Woman as Hera, Green Arrow as Apollo, Green Lantern as Hephaestus, and Aquaman as Poseidon. Rubber Ducky. Another detail we managed to find, but only after Grant Gustin, who portrays the main character of the show, Barry Allen, pointed it out, is the Rubber Ducky, an object that has been popping out throughout the first season of the series, but no one seems to have noticed it, until Grant pointed it out before the premiere of the second season. The Rubber Ducky could sometimes be seen in an evidence bag carried by a cop, a part of it showing in the background, sometimes lying around the gang somewhere, or even sitting on a desk in the background at the precinct. However, no one even budged an eye to notice the Rubber Ducky, despite it appearing in front of the people's noses the whole time. What's crazy is that the filmmakers managed to sneak this little object in every episode of the first season. If you don't believe us, you should go ahead and have a look for yourself. Earth 2 Speed Dial. In the second season of the show, Barry Allen travels to Earth 2 to find the kidnapped daughter of Harrison Wells from that universe. During his stay there, he learns that he and Iris are married, but she's also a cop. Barry is also delighted to hear his mother's voice over the phone, as she's still alive in this universe. Here comes the interesting part. When the phone in that universe in their home is shown, besides the parent speed dial, there are also some notable names written on it. There's Eddie Thawne, who is still alive on this Earth too, but not only him, some of Barry's teammates of the Justice League are there. Bruce, meaning Batman, Diana, aka Wonder Woman, and Hal, the Green Lantern. A pretty cool detail, or homage paid towards some of the other DC superheroes who have some kind of connection to Barry Allen. Giving the devil his due. Many of you might not know him, and only hear his name, Blue Devil, who actually is one of the newest DC superheroes that appeared in the 1980s. He's a movie stuntman who gets stuck in one of his costumes, the Blue Devil one, and that's how he got his name. However, it's not all bad. The costume gives him powers. The detail we found was shown as Barry and Iris go to the theater, which is showing The Blue Devil 2, Hell to Pay movie. As a bonus, we also get a movie that is starring Rita Farr, the Elastigirl in the DC Universe, who becomes a member of the Doom Patrol squad. This is a very nice way to pay homage to yet another two characters from the same universe where Flash comes from.
Let's do this thing! Come on!
Science Showcase. Ever since the start of the series, we see the commitment the producers have put into details, and they're always on point, managing to incorporate many details from the comics into the series. Before Barry gets his powers, we see him excited about the particle accelerator, which eventually is going to cause him life-threatening problems, who then explains his thoughts when Iris asks him about it when she sees it in the Science Showcase magazine. And this is an important one, as it's issue number 48, when Barry Allen made his debut in the DC Universe, a small detail we managed to notice telling us of just what is coming up. A very cool way to announce the Flash, right? Earth 2 Book Learning. Going back to Earth 2 yet again, and I mean, why not? It was a really interesting introduction to the series. But also, when it first came out in the comics, a time when the comics showed both Barry Allen and Jay Garrick racing each other to save the same person, two Flashes from two different worlds, divided by a wall. This moment was interpreted in the series when Jay Garrick was brought to Earth 1, a detail you might have missed when the two Flashes raced to save the same person. But you guessed it, they were divided by a brick wall. While on Earth 2, many of you might not have noticed what was in Earth 2 Harrison Wells' office, a copy of Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, sitting on a desk right in front of our eyes, a detail we managed to find out depicting the situation with the two Flashes happening for the first time ever. Deadly homage to Batman and Robin. This last detail we're going to showcase, that we found out by closely observing the whole situation, is probably the one you missed for sure, and it's a detail that pays homage to Batman and Robin's animated series. Diseases in fictional series are tricky to pull off, as they're needed to kill off characters or put them in danger, while also fitting the narrative. But can't be too realistic, so as you're not trivializing a real disease. Thus, when the series wanted to kill off Joe West's wife, they used a rather interesting disease, but a very unusual but perfect source, using a disease that debuted on the Batman animated series for how Mr. Freeze's wife died from McGregor syndrome, the official name of the disease. A small detail, but with a big background and a job well done, ticking out all the boxes on the way.
I'm gonna let you two talk, okay?
On a related note, tell us down in the comments below which of these details and Easter eggs you already noticed for yourself while watching The Flash. If so, which of them were your favorites and why? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.